Okay, I figured out my key to success, now I'm locked in. I learned how to open doors like a locksmith. I'm uptown, I'm the one they wanna shop with. Run off with the bag even though we don't shoplift. All that gun talk y'all want, I'm not with. It's not cool, everybody got them long clips. You gon' mess around and get one of your dogs hit. And when you do, I hope you know you're not John Wick.
What up? Welcome back. You're now logged in with DK and Atwood. I'm Atwood. Killer to my left here, DK. On the mat. As usual, yeah, make sure it's plugged in.
Yeah.
At the Next Element Academy here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Big weekend for MMA. UFC 300. There's a stacked card. You know, whether or not the main event lives up to the hype that we all had hoped for, it's still a great card nonetheless. So we're going to go through this card and make some predictions.
Predictions. Yeah, we were just talking about a lot of the fighters on the card before the show started, and man, I mean, some OGs are in the on the card, you know, for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a great card, man. It's pretty stacked. I mean, when you're starting off the card with Deiveson Figueiredo and Cody Garbrandt, like, you know, Deiveson going up in weight, he's usually a flyweight going up to 135. We've seen Cody Garbrandt, his chin has been tested, you know.
Yeah, but years. You also, you got to think about, too, that kid, he's in a lighter weight class. He's going to probably be a little bit faster than Cody.
Right.
He might not pack the power of a 35er or, let's say, somebody that's 150 pounds cutting at 135.
Yeah. Well, like Cody, when he cut the 125 and fought Carl France and got knocked out. Yeah. You know. But Davison's durable. Like, he's taking a beating. Those fights with Brandon Moreno, you know, they were tough fights. I think that I would probably take Garbrandt.
I mean, Figueiredo, I guess Figueiredo, he has more fights, more wins, less losses too. So,
yeah, and, you know, Cody Garbrandt, the fucking underdog.
Yeah, I can see that, man. I mean, he's a big-time underdog, too.
Yeah, plus 250, bro.
Yeah, plus 250, yeah. And negative 3.
And I recently just found out that means if you bet 100, then you win 250. So you have to bet $310 to make $100 with Deiveson.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I would take Garbrandt, though, because Garbrandt's already pretty fast. And, he's gonna. I think that he's going to.
We'll see, man. You know, he might be on his way. This might be it. You know,
it could be. I think Garbrandt won his last fight.
Yeah, I think he won by knockout.
I think he did too. But you know, we'll see.
He's getting older. He's been in the game with a lot of studs, and this is a young up and comer.
Man, do you remember when Garbrandt made his championship run back in the day? Just like undefeated, like
knocking dudes out,
knocking people's boots off.
Yeah, he was just standing in the pocket throwing.
Yeah,
and that's got.
And then
he
did
trouble,
that shit with TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah,
almost knocked out TJ doing that shit, but got caught the same way both times. So, yeah, I'm taking Garbrandt on that one. Who you gonna take?
Figueiredo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
right on.
Definitely taking him.
All right, and then we go.
I don't think it goes out of the second round.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I could see that. I could see it going.
Yeah, I don't think it's going out of second round on that one.
All right, so you're calling second round knockout, I'm assuming, with Deiveson?
Yeah, or submission.
All right.
Yeah.
Going up to the next bout, one of your buddies, one of your old training partners here, Jim Miller, fighting Bobby Green.
I should say acquaintance. Probably. I always look at it like this. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. And I doubt Jim Miller remembers me. I would just say young up-and-comer.
Yeah, well, you still got to train with the guy. I
did, man. We really, I got to spar with him a lot when we was talking about he was getting ready for Benson Henderson, and I was saying, man, I would drive from Alabama. I was stationed in Alabama at the time, and I'd drive all the way up to New Jersey and live in a hotel for a week. And I remember one time on the way up there, I got sciatica to go, and that's how I found out about foam rolling. This was 2011. Yeah.
Damn.
2011 that happened, and ice bath, and then to help it, and taking hot baths too with Epsom salt and foam rolling and getting to the gym like an hour early to run through like little drills because they had 2 mat areas similar to what we do, but their place was a little bit bigger. And yeah, I would do, I'd warm up in one of the rooms and stuff like that. So yeah, it was, anyways, but I was telling you, he kicked me in the body.
Yeah, he said it was the hardest one you've ever had.
One of the hardest ones I've ever had, just right off the rip. I was still young in my MMA career. I had 6 wins, 2 losses, and I was trying to get better, man. And making that trip, took a week off of work, went up there, was training 3 times a day, doing jiu-jitsu in the gi, doing Muay Thai classes, and doing the pro MMA sparring and training as well during all those days. And then when I go to a hotel, bro, it was recovery time. But you couldn't eat the quality food that you would at home and stuff, so I had to eat out a lot and different things like that. But anyways, it was a good time. But he's fighting Bobby Green, number 14 in the world, and they got Jim Miller as a plus 150.
Yeah, it's shocking, but it's not shocking because when you look at Jim Miller and you look at his UFC career, he holds records. I think maybe most fights in the UFC, most wins maybe in the UFC too. But Bobby Green's a fucking stud, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Yeah,
I'm taking Bobby
stud.
Green.
For sure, I'm going to take Bobby Green as well.
Even though I really like Jim Miller. And, part of me hopes he gets the win because this is probably going to be his last fight.
If Jim Miller goes out there and just grinds him out like he normally
I think he'll have to get him on the ground.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But, his striking's not bad.
His striking isn't bad, but, man, if it's on the feet, I just have to give it to Bobby.
Let's see. How old is Jim?
Dude, he's got to be like, what, probably 38?
7 wins by knockout, 20 wins by submission, 15 first-round finishes. Wow.
Yeah. I think he'll have to get it to the ground. But we've seen in Bobby Green's last fight, man, he can be knocked out. Jalen Turner kind of put a beating on him. But then again, Jalen, who's also on this card, Jalen Turner's like a freak, dude. The guy's like 6'3" and fights at 155. And he doesn't look like he's not like a skinny twig either. Like that dude's weird.
That's going to be a good fight, man.
Yeah, I'm taking Bobby Green, and I'll say that one goes to decision just because Jim is such a tough guy.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? Since I went against you last time, I'm going to take Jim.
All right,
Jim. I'm going to take OG Jim.
And to make it interesting,
OG Jim.
All right. How do you think that one's going to get done? Submission or decision?
If Jim gets it done, he submits him.
Okay. Right on. I'm not going to predict. But
it could go decision, man. He just grapples him, and Bobby Green's ready for everything, but Jim's just so slick on the ground, dude.
I think Bobby probably beats him decision.
Okay. Man, I can't. We need to remember this.
Oh, no, trust me. It's on video.
We're going back.
So we'll have it. Yeah, we'll have it to come back to. Next up is a women's straw rate bout.
We should make a bet.
What do you want to bet?
What you want to bet, boy?
You want to bet 10 push-ups for every loss on camera?
Yeah, we could 100% do that. That's easy.
Well, then what do you got?
Let's do some money, bro. Let's do.
You want to do money?
We'll just do $25 flat. Most wins.
Okay, $25
Just
flat.
$25. This is the first one.
Okay,
and then we'll and it's kind of spur of the moment too. So I don't want to hit you with a quick clean 100 too fast.
If you want to, we can.
We'll just do 25 like this.
We can do 100.
We can do 100.
Let's do 100.
Well, we doing 100.
All right.
Doing 100. Now we got some skin in the game.
If I win, I'll probably just get you for a private.
Hey, bro, we'll do whatever.
All right.
But we got to exchange moolah right here on set.
Okay, we can do that. Easy. It's gonna be easy, $100. Next fight is a women's straw rate.
Look, now he's nervous, guys. He's nervous. He's like, shit. He's like, I gotta be for real.
No, I was looking at, obviously I know who Jessica Andrade is. I don't know if I'm familiar with Marina Rodriguez.
So I want to say this chick is
But I
Yeah,
know
that's
of
not
Jessica
her.
Andrade, and I know her resume, so that's who I'm taking.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, this other chick is 6 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission.
that's good.
So, 4
Jessica,
first
though,
round
former
finishes,
champ,
17-3.
slammed
Yeah.
Rose Namajunas and basically knocked her out.
Yeah.
So I will take Jessica Andrade. I don't really care about whether it's submission or knockout because Jessica can do both. I think it'll probably she'll just win. That's what I'm calling.
She's just gonna
Yeah,
win.
she's just gonna win.
Man, I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Jessica Andrade as well.
I think that's just the
Yeah.
smart pick.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a striking battle.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, who knows?
I mean, it's number 4 versus number 6, right? So
Yeah.
they're close in rankings.
Yeah.
I just think that for the sake of me not really knowing who the other chick is, I'll just go with Jessica.
Yeah.
So we agree on that one.
Yeah.
Next one's going to be an interesting fight, and I like this fight a lot. And I think a lot of people that aren't just casual fans will like this fight. Lightweight, number 10 versus number 13, Jalen Turner versus Hanato Moicano. This is an interesting fight, man. This is a harder one to pick than the ones that we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Jalen, again, the dude's like 6'3", 155 pounds. Big dude. Hanato's not small either. He's probably over 6 foot. He knocked out Drew Dober,
Yeah.
who's a tough guy. Another guy that
Yeah.
you're acquaintance with.
Yeah. Man, I just don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. My gut is telling me Jalen Turner. But yeah, that's a hard one to call. I mean, Hanato, was it Drew Dober he knocked out in his last fight? I know he just had a knockout his last fight. I want to say it was his last one.
I don't see it on here.
But yeah, it's an interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not on here.
Yeah, he fought Drew Dober February 3rd of 2024.
Oh, okay. I'm on the UFC website. Man, I don't know, dude. That's going to be a good one. Yeah, I think Jalen Turner brings it. Now, we got to have a tie, right? So how you think he's going to win?
Oh, shit. Hanato's not an easy guy to finish, man. I could see that one going to decision.
All right. I think Jalen Turner KO.
You think he knocks him out?
I think he knocks him out.
Well, what about the last one? We both chose Jessica Andrade. How do you think she wins?
Decision.
Decision. We
Yeah.
both said decision on
Yeah.
that one. So that would just be whatever happens in that
Yeah.
fight. It's fine because we got plenty more.
Yeah.
All right. So you say Jalen Turner knockout?
Yes.
All right. I say decision.
I say knockout.
All right.
Knockout.
And that will end the prelims, which you can watch on ESPN Plus or UFC Fight Pass, whichever.
Yeah.
And then we go into that's the early prelims. Now we go into the prelims. This is going to be an interesting fight too. Diego Lopez, up and comer against Sodiq Yusuff. I know of both these guys. I'm taking Diego. Diego is a man. That dude's a fucking tank. He's a little tank. Do you know who he is?
Yes. But this Diego Lopez is not bad either, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yusuff is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. My gut's just telling me Diego, and that guy is swift on the feet and the ground. I think that he gets it done. I think he subs him.
Really,
Yeah.
man. I think Lopez is gonna win.
How do you think he's gonna win?
Is that how you say it, Lopez? Or
I think it's Lopez. Could be wrong, but I want to say that's how I heard John Anik pronounce it. But again,
I think it's gonna be a decision.
decision. All
Yeah.
right, I call sub.
Decision.
By the way, Diego not ranked. Yusuf, number 13.
Yes.
So,
but fight experience, I'm going with Diego.
I agree. I'm taking Diego as well. Next bout, Holly Holm, probably her last fight, even though she's still ranked number 5 in bantamweight.
Wow.
Fighting UFC newcomer Kayla Harrison, but Kayla Harrison is no newcomer to MMA. She's the PFL champion.
Yeah. Kayla Harrison.
Judo world champion, gold
by
medalist.
domination.
Say what?
By domination.
Yeah.
She's gonna, man. If Holly Holm is not the Holly Holm that fought Ronda Rousey.
No, but Holly Holm is known for upsetting people, though.
She is, but it's just not. It's long and gone, man.
Yeah.
It's long and gone.
Yeah, I think Kayla. I can honestly see that fight going to decision, but I think Kayla is going to probably TKO via ground and pound.
Yeah.
I think she'll get her down, and then Kayla is going to be the stronger woman. I mean, just looking at them.
I think the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be fun for Holly when she gets down. How old is Holly? When was the last time she fought? Let's look.
Be over 40, man.
She lost against Silva. I don't know Silva's first name, in July of last year.
This is her farewell bid.
Yeah, she's 15-6. So,
no,
I agree. Kayla Harrison by domination. Next fight, one I'm really looking forward to, man. Featherweight, number 8 versus number 2, Calvin Kattar and Aljamain Sterling. Calvin Kattar, the underdog currently. You've seen him have some great fights. He lost his last fight against Brandon Allen.
Yeah.
Or
he's on a 2-fight loss. Yeah, he's on a 2-fight skid. And he hasn't fought since October 2022.
Yeah. Who was it before Allen? Was that the one he did with Holloway?
Josh Emmett.
Oh, that's right.
Josh Emmett.
That's right. And then he fought Holloway. That was a great fight.
Chikadze. He fought Chikadze,
dude, that dude's
then
kicks are
Holloway.
Fucking nuts. Chikadze?
So he beat Chikadze, lost to Holloway. Yeah.
Then lost to Josh Emmett, which Josh Emmett, like one of probably the hardest hitter possibly in that division. That dude is just a fucking tank.
Yeah, tank.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to go Aljamain, dude.
Yeah, that's why
it's hard to bet against him.
I'm going to go he's either going to submit
it's gonna be a
him.
sub. Yeah. It's going to have to be.
A sub.
I do think that Calvin's
hands
hands are better.
or decision.
I can see that as well.
Yeah.
When it comes to boxing, though, I think Calvin Kattar is one of the better boxers in that division. But Aljamain, like, he's going to get him down some way, somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'll take Aljamain by sub.
Same.
And you're doing the same?
Yeah.
Next one is an interesting fight as well. Light heavyweight, number 2 versus number 5. Yuri Prochazka. I can't say pro. I'm trying to.
Americans are the worst.
Yeah, we suck, dude. We're pronouncing.
But it's like Jim Miller.
Yeah,
that's an easy name.
It's an easy one.
I think anybody of any race can say Jim Miller.
Yeah,
Miller. Or Miller or John Wick. Easy.
Yeah.
My name, a little,
Yeah, you still have a very American name.
Yes.
Kennington, that just seems like
English,
British.
mate.
I was about to say British.
English,
probably
mate.
as British as it gets. Yeah. Yuri Prochazka and Alexander Rakic.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yuri held the belt for a little while. Rakic is number 5 ranked. It looks like Yuri is the underdog. By the way, when Yuri lost to wait, I don't know if that was him. Who is it that lost to Glover Teixeira? Was that Yuri or was that Jan? It's either Yuri or Jan Blachowicz. I can't remember.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Cody Brundage's record.
Why are you on Cody Brundage?
Because I'm going up a fight.
Oh, you're ahead.
Analyzing. Sorry.
Well, who do you take?
I'm going to take Yuri.
Okay.
Man, he's kind of he's a little blocky, but he's a heavy-handed
Dude, that guy is like he's kind of weird.
He's very weird.
But all those like really good guys are.
Yeah.
You know? I bet he watches a lot of anime.
Yeah. I mean, with the hair.
Yeah.
Like that,
Speaking of Rakic, lost his last fight against Jan Blachowicz, former champ. And then Yuri lost his last fight, obviously, against Alex Pereira, who is the champ now.
Yeah.
So
I think he comes back strong.
I do too. I think
he's
Yuri.
hungry.
I think Yuri by. I'll say Yuri knocks him out.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So we've really only picked differently on a couple fights here. It looks like everything for us is riding on Bobby
we'll
Green,
see.
Jim Miller, and Cody Garbrandt. All right, so I'll take Yuri knockout, and you're doing the same.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's it for the prelims. Now we're up into the main card. This is when it gets really good, man. You were already looking at this fight: Bo Nickel, Cody Brundage, middleweight bout. I can't. Holy shit, dude! It might be worth throwing $100 on Cody and like throwing up a prayer because I'm gonna be honest. I think Bo Nickel beats him.
Man, so this is Bo's first pay-per-view, right?
Oh,
This is his first pay-per-view.
no, he fought on UFC 290.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was on the main card though.
Yeah.
He fought Woodburn at 290.
I mean,
Won that fight pretty easily.
Brundage is on a 2-fight win streak.
Against who though? He beat Reese.
Malkoon,
Yeah,
but by DQ.
and he beat Dumas too.
No, Dumas beat him.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dumas beat him. Yeah, I'm looking. He beat Gore, but
Well, I think it's gonna.
it's a while
Bo
back.
Nickel's gonna come ready to fucking fight, dude.
Yeah, I think Bo Nickel wins.
Bo
There's a
Nickel
reason
wins.
the odds are that like
Bo
that.
Nickel wins, and he's probably gonna knock him out,
Yeah. Man,
which is crazy.
look at the odds though, dude. You bet $100, you can win 1,100. That might just be worth it, dude. Just to throw
you're
it
about
down.
to lose $100 here, though.
That's fine.
Dang, man.
That's fine. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to pick against Bo Nickel right now, anyway. But for the sake of it, I'll take Bo Nickel here. But I might just bet $100 on the other guy and,
All right.
and hope.
Going drink. Was that DraftKings? You use
Something.
DraftKings?
No, I've never used anything. The only time I've ever bet or gambled was whenever we went to Atlantic City.
No way.
Yeah, and that wasn't. I mean, I've bet with like friends, right?
Yeah.
But anytime I've ever done it, I
Man,
guess officially.
I did DraftKings. I think I won about $75 one night. I mean, which is cool, you know.
Yeah, $75.
$75. I mean, it's $75 I didn't have.
Yeah,
You know, it's like, hey, here's $75. I mean, yeah. I mean, what I have to do? Put some thought. It's like playing a game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun because,
That's a
like, you get
no-brainer
into
on
the
that one.
man, you get into the fights a little bit more when you got some money.
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
Well, it's like fantasy football. You know, you start. Next thing you know, you're watching
Then
teams
you're
that
calling
you don't give
people
a
my
shit
team.
about. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, my team put up 30 this.
And you know, you're just watching games that you would normally never give a shit about just because you have a tight end. You know. So yeah, Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel.
I'll say TKO. The next fight too is another interesting one. A lot of people have been talking about Arman. God, I'm not even gonna be able to say that last name. No fucking way.
Turtsakar.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. Armenian. People have been saying they think that he might be on something because of his physique that he's had the past couple of days.
I mean, I doubt it. I mean,
That dude
probably
is
just works hard.
yeah,
And he's young.
He's got that body
know?
that everybody kind of wants.
Yeah, and like, I mean, he's probably been a hardworking kid. 9 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission. I think he knocks out Oliveira.
Really?
Yeah,
You think he knocks out
I think he
Oliveira?
knocks out Oliveira.
Dude, Oliveira gets touched in his fights, but he always seems to come back.
I
Dude.
know, dude, but you eventually don't come back.
Yeah, true. Oliveira, the ranked number 1.
I mean, he's the
Armand,
man.
number 4.
I mean, Oliveira. Listen, I love
Oliveira's
Charles
an underdog
Oliveira.
too. He's been underdog his entire career.
but I just
Huh.
I don't
Going
see it
Armand,
happening,
huh?
man. Yeah, I'm going Armand.
This could be the swing bet for us right here. This could be the bet that loses it for me because I'm leaning towards Oliveira. I know that Armand does have the knockout power, especially when you look at his record, right? But, dude, like, you just cannot count out Charles.
Well, don't count him out then,
I'm
bro.
not.
All right.
I'm taking Charles, and I think he's probably going to sub him.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what round, but I'm
Dude,
taking
Armand's
Charles.
gonna come and anytime as soon as it hits the ground, he's gonna throw hammers. He's not gonna let.
I hope not.
He's gonna throw hammers. Oliveira's not gonna have a chance to like get his wits about him. He's gonna boom, boom, boom. He's gonna fucking pound his face in.
All right. We'll see.
We'll see.
So
If he
that's three
if he
different-
doesn't knock him out standing.
Yeah. I guarantee you that Charles will get rocked at some point, but
And he's gonna get finished.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Promise, man. Dude, this kid is a killer.
Yeah.
Oliveira's a killer too, man, but again, man, there just comes a day
Right. When the up and comers just
where it's that shift. It's the constant shift right into the next era of fighter. You know, my son is going to be fighting, if he fights, is going to be in a completely different dynamic of fighter.
Man.
You got kids now that have been training since they were 5 years old, man. Then you're going to have kids that have been training since they were born.
Yeah, just think about this too, right? Think about the future of MMA. One day there's going to come a day where they have sensors in the gloves. Man. And they'll be able to tell you just how hard this person got hit.
So listen to this. Yep. You're exactly right. It is
just like with football.
The technology is probably already there.
Right.
It's just getting the buy off with it, right?
Yeah.
So I was at a Coastal baseball game representing Coastal, and I always sit in the right field on the berm because I got my son, he can run and stuff. But we go right up next to the cage. We can go right up next to the field and everything, and the ground field crew is usually like right there, and you can hear them talking, and they talk about, oh, so and so didn't get picked up for the draft or something like that because they have these sensors that come right up their jersey and they hang out on their shoulder or something like that. And the guy they were talking about wasn't making contact with the ball out in front of the plate. So that's where you want to have the most contact is out. When you're back here, you're late and it's going to dribble or different. You're not going to get that little flick, that little, extension.
So they can tell where he's making contact based on a sensor like in his jersey?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before we get there. And that'll be a cool day too, man, because then you can be like, oh, they'll have stats like this dude took, how do they measure force? Is it pounds, right? Like pounds of pressure.
It's like
some
speed.
Shit?
I think it's speed.
But like when you hit
times-
like a bag, they'll be like, "Oh, you hit it with like 100 pounds."
Yeah,
I could sound like a complete
pounds per
dumbass.
square inch or something like that.
Something like
yeah.
that. But they'll be able to
I'm
be like,
not
"Oh,
really
this
sure.
dude took a punch that was measured this." You know,
I'm not really sure about that.
it's going to be an interesting day. But that day will come, and that's probably going to be the day that the era that your son's fighting in. Or you know what? No, it'll be way before that because your son he's still got years.
Oh,
Like
for sure.
15, 16 years.
He's got 17 years.
Yeah. So yeah, that day will be long before him. But it's
also
going to be interesting, man.
great. Yeah. So
You're going to be
anyways.
like Rocky's trainer up there, man.
Come on.
Old and brittle.
Shit. I'll be still kicking his ass. He can bet on that.
All right, so I'm taking Oliveira. You're taking Armand.
Yeah.
Going up is the BMF fight. This is probably the people's main event. It's one that everybody's looking forward to the most, I would assume. That is Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway. Holloway number 2, Gaethje number 2. They're both tied number 2.
Boom, boom, boom.
They gave Holloway his floral shorts. They're gonna start, and they gave Gaethje like his shorts with like American flag, blacked out American flag all over it. They're gonna start doing that for their stars.
Yeah.
Which
Custom shorts because then they can sell them.
right. Who are you taking there? Looks like Holloway's the underdog.
I'm Holloway. I'm
taking
Team
Holloway.
He's gonna make Gaethje miss.
But yeah, everybody does that though.
He's gonna make Gaethje miss, and he's gonna boom. Gaethje's gonna chase him. Boom, boom, boom. Holloway's gonna tag him up, man.
Who do you, out of those two fighters, who do you think is more durable? That is a hard one to call, and I think that's what's gonna be it's gonna give the edge because they both get hit though.
Listen, but I mean Holloway's the smaller guy. Right?
True.
Holloway's a smaller guy, but
it's a lightweight bout. Is this Holloway's first time at lightweight? No, it can't be. But he was the featherweight champ for years, right? Like, he fought Volk like 3 times. And Jose Aldo a couple times as well.
Like he's just fought the studs, of every,
And he's
I mean,
going up
Gaethje he's been there. He came up on the PFL.
Was he in the PFL?
Yeah, he was in PFL champ for a while.
I didn't know that. I know he did like kickboxing. I wasn't sure.
Well,
I mean, I remember his first fight in the UFC against Michael Johnson.
Yeah, and
what a fucking fight! I rewatched that the other day. That was a crazy fight.
Yeah, he was in PFL, man.
So you're taking Holloway. This is a hard one, but for the sake of just knowing how durable both guys are and knowing the power that Justin Gaethje possesses, especially with them leg kicks, I'm gonna go Gaethje.
Going Gaethje.
This is gonna be another interesting one.
Nice.
I don't know how it's gonna happen, dude. I would say decision.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was gonna say decision too, and it's gonna be they're gonna be a bloody mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll go. Although, have we seen Gaethje get knocked out? I think we've seen him get finished.
He's a little bit wobbled, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen Holloway get. No, Connor finished him.
Yeah, that's true.
But that
was all right. I hear Sports Center.
Yeah. The Packers and the Eagles are going to play in Brazil this year.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm taking Gaethje.
All right.
Moving on is the co-main event, women's strawweight title bout.
Ooh, both from China.
Zhang Weili versus Yan
Xiaonan.
Something like that. Both from China. I don't know who this other Yan chick is. I know who Weili is though, and she is a monster.
Yeah, I'm going Weili.
Weili.
I going Weili.
You're gonna.
Is that how you say it? Zhang Weili.
The other chick is
Weili.
Number 1 contender, so she had to have gone through a bunch of people, but
Yan Xiaonan.
Dude, they don't even have odds for that
Xiaonan.
Even did you see that?
Yeah. Xiaonan. You think that's the way it's pronounced? Xiaonan.
I think it's probably Xiaonan.
Xiaonan.
Yeah, that's what I think. Let's have a bet on how it's pronounced. You know what? You're going Yan or you're going Weili?
I'm going Weili.
I'm going the other chick.
All right, other chick.
Make it interesting.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see if she's beat.
What's up, bro? How are you?
She beat
Andrade. I just
Andrade.
yelled right in there.
You're fine. She beat Andrade her last fight. 8 first-round finishes, 8 wins by knockout.
Okay.
17
She looks
to
a little
3.
bit sassy in the.
Yeah, that's who I'm going with.
I'll just go Weili.
Okay.
Champ.
All right. How do you think Weili gets it done?
I think it's going to be a decision.
All right. I think Yan, we'll just say Yan. I think she's going to win by knockout.
Okay. I think it's going to be a boring fight.
Do you?
Yeah.
We'll see. Jan's got 8 first-round finishes, man.
We'll see,
All
man.
knockouts.
I think they're both just going to be a little bit too anxious to fight each other.
And now, finally, the main event,
Oof.
obviously, light heavyweight title. Yeah, Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. I don't think you can bet against Pereira, really.
No, you can't. I mean,
Jamal Hill's good. Don't get me wrong. Like,
listen,
obviously,
dude.
he was champ.
And he's a hammer.
Yeah.
He's a hammer.
Dude, I don't think that. I think it'll be a long time before, Jamal Hill is a hammer. I think it's going to be a long time before we see Alex Pereira be the nail.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen with age.
I mean, Hill is just KO,
Yeah.
KO win.
Yeah, you look at who he's fought. He's fought good guys. Well, he fought Teixeira. Teixeira's like 40. right?
Yes.
He did knock out Thiago Santos before Santos left.
Vince St. Preux, he's knocked out. Knocked out Cruz.
Walker. Johnny Walker, who is a handful.
And he knocked out Thiago Santos, too.
Yeah. He also knocked out Craig, who people sleep on that guy, but he's just knocked out everybody.
That's going to be a good fight, but I don't think he knocks out Pereira.
I don't think he knocks out Pereira either.
Yeah.
Even though we've seen Pereira get knocked out, it's by Israel Adesanya,
But, dude, those underdogs are killers, man. But, yeah, I think we're both on the Pereira.
Yeah. And I'll even say that one might go to decision just because they're both tough, But
I don't think it goes to a decision. I think
Pereira knocks him out.
I think Hill's going to get tired.
Well, then TKO.
Yeah, I think he's going to get tired. I think it's going to get to him a little bit. The championship main event a little bit. 5 rounds. The whole weight of the situation. I think he'll get a little tired.
So we differed on just 4 fights in the entire card. Davis and Figueiredo, Cody Garbrandt.
Man, could you imagine 100 a fight? How serious we take it?
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. But that would be serious.
The Battle of the Chinese, we differed on that one too.
China.
The Gaethje Holloway fight. What was the other one? It was the Jim Miller and Bobby Green fight.
Green.
So
Cody Garbrandt, right?
Yeah. Okay. Cody Garbrandt. I took Cody. You took Davison. So yeah. All right. Well, that makes things interesting. Got a little bet. I don't know where I'm gonna watch the fights, but it's gonna.
Bing, bing. We're going to get that crisp $100 bill.
Yeah, right.
Put it down.
No, if I lose, I'm paying you in ones, bro.
Ones, okay. I'll pay you in pennies.
I might just bring you nickels.
I see how it is.
Because I'm going to be salty.
Salty ass motherfucker.
But yeah, it's interesting. So that's cool to look forward to. Do we have any fight news for anybody here at the Academy?
Yeah, we got 3 amateurs fighting April 27th in Colombia for Conflict MMA. Got a debut female going. She's had 3 kickboxing fights, so she had a couple smoker boxing events, so it's striker versus grappler. Other girls wrestled, and so we'll see how good a wrestler she is. See, because we're preparing for a wrestler, so sprawl and brawl. Anyways, and then we got Josh Cook. He's fighting. Josh Cook's currently, I don't know if you heard, I said it last night.
Yeah, well, you had told me
6-1 as an amateur, ranked number 1 in the North and South Carolina in 2 weight classes.
Nice.
135 and 145. And then he's number 8th in the Southeast out of 700 plus fighters,
Nice.
So now a lot of people take Tapology rankings or anything. Yeah, but they do take into account the ranked fighters that you fight, and it kind of boosts you up. And they have a whole algorithm to where they do it.
Well,
so
especially
the numbers,
for amateurs, man.
For numbers wise, it makes sense.
Something. Yeah.
And amateurs kind of make sense too. So, anyways. So that's April 27th. And then Devon, he's doing a Muay Thai kickboxing fight with elbows with MMA gloves, though.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty intense.
And we just had what's his name? I barely know him. Jackson Whitley. Yeah, he had a kickboxing fight. He won, and then we just had he won a split decision. And then we just had Ethan competed for Fury Grappling on Air National Guard base, man. Came out of old C-130. That was sick.
Got to compete on the stage on UFC Fight Pass.
CM Punk was supposed to be one of the commentators.
Yeah.
But he was doing his WrestleMania thing. That would have been
crazy,
cool.
man. Yeah, it's crazy. He's usually the main commentator for CFFC. Yeah. So CFFC actually hit me up yesterday and was asking me what fighters we had, amateurs and pros for Philly, June 14th, I think it is. It's a Saturday. So send them 2 names.
Sweet.
See if those get picked up.
And is it Jackson's brother that's like this weekend?
Yes, but it guy backed out last night. So trying to put him on the May 11th card. We got Cooper is doing kickboxing, and Corey is doing an MMA fight. And then looking for June 1st in Charleston. We got some MMA fights going on. And then Austin just got his contract today for June 8th in Bethlehem, PA for Maverick MMA.
Nice,
So,
dude.
yeah.
That's where Jesus was born.
Bethlehem, yeah.
Sweet. All right,
So,
well.
lot of things on the plate,
A lot
man.
of stuff. Well,
a lot
that's
of stuff
good, man.
going on, and
keeps us busy.
And we got several people doing Toro Cup coming up, and then a lot of things happening.
Sweet,
a lot
man.
of moving parts.
Yeah, and I'm stoked. So my birthday is June 6th. So if I
Mine's
don't
May
have it
18th.
on the 18th.
May 18th.
Word. Well, if nothing else comes up, might head up to
I
Bethlehem.
want to say
with
it's
you
a
guys and
casino,
film.
man.
Oh, another
It
casino.
used to be a casino. It used to be the Sands Casino, and it changed it to something else. And I'll talk to you after this. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, yeah, got a lot
And
of
I'll
shit
see if
coming.
we can get you can get like a pass or something like that.
Yeah,
for
dude,
you.
if you can do that, I am definitely in. Because that, especially if it's not for like a big, thing.
Right.
Because I get where they're like, oh, copyright and stuff.
No, I think we should be pretty good. Me and the promoter, he's a really.
I mean, if
cool
anything,
dude.
it's promoting them as well.
Well, so this particular guy back in the day followed me and one of my teammates around,
he
George
gets
Sullivan, that was the CFFC champ, and they were doing media stuff for him. So he
Cool.
he gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Yeah, if we can do that, that'd be great, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, a lot of
So,
shit
yeah.
coming up on the horizon, and a lot of things to look forward to. I will be $100 richer next week, so
Doubt it.
and I get to take it from him, so it's even better.
Doubt it.
You want to take us out?
Thank you, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, especially if you want to see me take $100 from Atwood. All right? In our bet that we just did for UFC 300. Again, please share it. That's how we get our, spread our name a little bit, spread the channel. We're right here on the mats. We're going to start doing some techniques or something. We need to start doing that.
We've been talking about
and
it.
throw
We
them
just
on
need
the
to do it.
podcast a little bit, or throw them on a separate little piece of the podcast so we can get some, so you guys can check us out. All right, appreciate you.
Yeah, UFC 300,
Yeah,
$100 on the line. So we'll see.
100.
We'll see who takes the cake, so to speak. And
Man, I'm gonna eat all the cake. Cake.
Till next
cake,
time.
Cake out.